Welcome to the PatriotCast, your number one spot for everything New England Patriots. Hosted by Billy from Patriot Focus. Now, let's get into it.
What's up, everyone? It's Billy with Patriot Focus. Welcome to the PatriotCast. We have a special one today. We're going to do a Patriots pregame show. Those of you who are on Instagram, make sure you send your chats in. And as you can see from the ticker on the bottom, we're going to be accepting call-ins today. So we're only going to be here for 15, 30 minutes or so. 617-446-3650 is the call-in line if anyone is interested in calling in and talking about the Patriots versus Broncos game. But wasn't able to do a crossover this week, so we're going to talk about the Pats Broncos. We're going to introduce the game. See what we're getting into. So we're facing Jarrett Stidham, I guess, right? Former Patriot quarterback. Josh McDaniels worked with him. Stidham's going to be, I think he's going to be a lot better than everyone is saying, than everyone's giving him credit for. I think he's a little more capable than what he's getting credit for. He's going to be able to, I think he's going to be able to unleash a deep ball a little bit, and he holds the ball for a while. But you look at this Broncos O-line, and this is a pretty good O-line. So it's going to be something where Pat's D-line is going to need to get to the quarterback however they can. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really hard for them to do it, but hey, we'll see. So again, everyone who's joining in here on Instagram, make sure if you would like to call in at the call-in line at 617-446-3650. Send in your chats on Instagram and all that. So yeah, I'm excited for the game. I'll tell you that, because I think the Patriots do have a pretty good chance to win. It's a fact that I just don't like the story that the Broncos could have. I know it's not a great excuse for the Broncos to win. It's just something that some people can look at. Kayshon Boutte versus Patrick Surtain. I'm assuming it's probably going to be that. That's going to be a big matchup. Surtain is one of the best cornerbacks in the league, probably behind Gonzo. I would definitely put Gonzo in front of him, but it's close. If you guys saw my comparison post earlier this week, you saw their stats compared. If not, go check it out. Yeah, it's close. It's a close matchup between them. Boutte versus Surtain. I mean, I'm hoping that Boutte is able to unleash Drake is able to unleash a deep ball and catch Kayshon Boutte out there deep. We're gonna want to limit the times we do that, because this altitude is a real thing. We don't want to be sending these receivers on streaks every other play where they're gassed. They're gassed by the second quarter. Same thing for the D line. We're gonna want to have a lot of D line rotations where we have Corey Durden in the game. Harold Landry's out. Elijah Ponder is going to get in the game a little bit. Anthony Jennings is going to be have a big role in this game. Kayvon Chason, Christian Barmore, Milton Williams. Those guys are huge this game, because I could see almost 3 D-line sets that we put up. And then we also have Tonga too. I can see Milton Williams being in 2 of those sets, and Kayvon Chason being in 2 of those sets. Christian Barmore, he might be in 2 of those sets. I'm not sure. I'm also not sure what we're going to do in the D-line. But if that's the case, that's going to be something to look at, because Zach Allen, offensive line for the Broncos, defensive line on the Broncos. Zach Allen, when we're on offense, he's going to be scary, right? Jared Wilson, Will Campbell. That left side might not. I don't know how that left side is going to hold up. Let's talk about defense, about the defensive line still. Yeah, I think I was going to make a reel earlier this week, but I just never did. I never got to edit it. It's going to be probably 3 lines: Jennings, Chason. I also interviewed Anthony Jennings this week, so we're going to get that out as soon as possible. But I can see Jennings and Chason being together, and then put Ponder and Chason for another set. I don't know. It's gonna be weird, because we're gonna want to keep subbing out this D line combos. Anyone in the Instagram chat, make sure to Call 617-446-3650 or send any chats in the comment section. All right, let's get into offense. Let's get into Patriots offense and Drake Maye. Let's see what he's capable of against Denver's defense. Denver's very talented defense. We look into Denver's defense, and it's this D-line and Nick Bonito. He's good. He's going to be pressuring Will Campbell all day. Will Campbell's going to have to respond to the pressure somehow. I don't know. I'm a little nervous for that. That's kind of like one of my biggest nerves in this game is Nick Bonito on Will Campbell. This game for Will Campbell, I can see this is a career game for him. I would say this is the biggest game of his career as of right now. Mac Johnson, welcome in. 617-446-3650 is a call-in line for anyone joining in right now. Will Campbell, this is a career game for him. He's Nick Bonito. He's a very, very good pass rusher, one of the best in the league. Will Campbell is coming off of two very good matchups that he's faced, or two very good edge rushers he's faced in these past 2 weeks, and he didn't do too well. He's let up 3 sacks, I want to say, on those 2 games. That's not very good for your first round left tackle, who Mac Johnson, who did join in here, says he's a left guard, by the way. No, it's not too good, but I think he can win it. I just don't know if he will. Will Anderson last week, he let up 2 sacks, I want to say. And then he had Khalil Mack the week before, which was 1. If we get into receivers, we just got Matt Collins back, our big-bodied receiver that Drake Maye has been hitting very well, especially in the middle of the field. He's finding him. He was just on IR. He's been out all playoffs, and he's finally back in the AFC Championship. It's great to have Matt Collins back, especially when you were in Denver, where we have the elevation, where you don't really know how it's going to affect you because you went in on Saturday. So we don't know how this elevation is going to affect Matt Collins, affect this wide receiver group. We could see more Kyle Williams. Oh, we're getting a call here. Let's see who it is. Ooh. Sorry. Hello? Oh, all right, well, maybe he'll call back. But what I was saying anyway, Mac Johnson has a comment. Matt Collins will be needed to help pick up the blitz and give him a big body in the middle. Yes, I agree. Bring up to the middle. I agree. We're gonna have to find the middle with Matt Collins. Picking up the blitz, I like that. We're gonna have to utilize chip blocks. That's something we're gonna want to use a lot, especially with Matt Collins, Hunter Henry. We've seen Travion Henderson in college block very well. We know he's capable of it. Hasn't been as good in the big leagues, but you never know. Anything can happen. Use chip blocks. Use a jumbo set. Thayer Munford, he's been great on the jumbo set. Josh McDaniels normally starts using it in the second half of the games, which I don't love. But when we do it works great. So just keep doing it, in my opinion. Keep using the jumbo set. Put Thayer Munford in there as a eligible 6th offensive tackle. And that's how you're gonna. That's just how I think you're gonna be able to win this game is in the trenches. All right, let's see in the chat here. Big game from Hollins and Henry. I completely agree. Hunter Henry, I can see him having a good game. I can see him getting a touchdown, and just Drake kind of dumping it off to him when he needs them, especially with all this pressure. What I would like to see is Ramondre and Travion Henderson in the backfield together. That's been working really well when the Patriots have used it. More, not so much in the playoffs, but they've definitely used it a little bit this season. I would not mind that. Let's see. A big question. Can Jared Stidham be enough for the Broncos to compete? Ooh, I think he can be enough. I think Jarrett Stidham and the Broncos defense and his O-line with him. And Troy Franklin is out, which means Marcus Jones won't be guarding him. Marcus Jones will probably guard Pat Bryant. He's their slot. Could be Lil Jordan Humphrey. I'd put Carlton Davis on Humphrey though, and then put put Marcus Jones on Pat Bryant. We'll see what happens there. But where was I? It's just that's gonna be Stidham's gonna be capable, and not much film on him too. So Milton Williams made that clear that Patriots do not know anything about him. Pats are 4th in EPA per play and 15th in success rate and pressures, opposing quarterbacks on 40.1% of pass rushing snaps. The 7th highest rate in the league. Utilize the deep ball. That's what I think. Just utilize it. For anyone joining in, 617-446-3650 to call in the show. Love to hear from you guys. Here's your thoughts before the AFC Championship game versus the Broncos. Comment in here. Interested to see if PS2 will follow Diggs to the slot. If not, could be another 120-plus day for Diggs. I love that right there. And you're totally right. I don't know if PS2 Patrick Surtain is gonna. I don't know where he's gonna go. He can go on Booty because they can just look at it from a outside perspective and say Riley Moss might get shredded on the deep ball, and Booty is probably gonna go deep a lot. I would probably say Riley Moss would go on Mac Hollins. Mac Hollins definitely wins in that height, 6'4" to 6'1", but it's just gonna be you can't put Riley Moss on Booty, I don't think. And if you do, then I would love it as a Patriots fan because Booty he's gonna be able to get deep, and then also Kyle Williams, you could see him get deep in this game as well. That would not surprise me. Let's see. Let's get into more comments here. Stidham has shown he is not good at responding at pressure. That's for sure. Now let's throw him into this game, in this playoff game, with mental pressure and obviously pass rush too. And this is the top offensive line in the league. So are we going to pressure? Are we going to be able to pressure him? Maybe we just have a four defensive linemen and just draw back in coverage more. I don't know, but they can still run the ball. They have R.J. Harvey, not a great back, not a terrible back. He's gonna be able to. They're gonna be able to use him. I know I've said it. I'll say it again though. For anyone joining in, call 617-446-3650 or send any of your questions in the chat. You guys can find the PatriotCast on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon Music. And don't forget to follow Patriot Focus everywhere on all your social media for all your updates during the game. Let's get back into it. Booty's he's had a great season. He's caught 40 passes for a career high of 692 yards with 7 touchdowns. Drake Maye and Kayshon Boutte have been able to connect very well, and he had a 32-yard one-handed catch against Texans cornerback Derek Stingley. He's a league's top corner, so he's Stingley was good, and so is PS2. And like you guys mentioned earlier, PS2, is he gonna guard Kayshon? I don't know. If the Broncos are if they keep going in this game and they're still in it, their defense will be the ones to keep them in it, in my opinion. Versus Stingley, Boutte was only targeted once on 11 snaps, and he made that target count. He scored a touchdown out of it, a 32-yard touchdown, like we just mentioned. And if they do that on Surtain, then just try it out and go try to get that deep ball working. Something that is going to be a factor is turnovers. This Broncos defense is gonna pressure Drake Maye, and he's going to have to know how to respond to the pressure. Drake Maye is capable of extending plays, but he has to make sure he's not extending plays to the point where he's giving the ball to the other team. That's been an issue in these past couple games, where he has fumbled 6 times in these past 2 games. Luckily for Will Campbell, or luckily and at the same time, not too luckily for him because how his performance on blocking. But 3 of them happened recovered, 3 of them recovered by the other team. Drake's got to know when to not throw the ball and when to not try to extend these plays to the point where he turns the ball over. Like you can't win games from turning over the ball 3 times. Especially in the AFC Championship. Like, this offense doesn't have Bo Nix, their starting quarterback, but they have a quarterback, and they still have this best offensive line in the league. Greetings from Germany, International Fan of the Year from the Patriots. Good to see you in here. Let's see. 5 of his 17 turnover-worthy plays, by the way, for Drake Maye, were fumble plays. Were fumbles from him. So, those guys in the chat, what do you think? Drake and the Patriots have been undefeated on the road all year. Do we think it'll be do we think we can keep that going? Because I think we can. I don't know. I don't think this home field advantage for Denver's big. Only elevation's a big thing. This crowd is gonna be there. It's gonna be loud. And if they came to New England, they would have had 10 inches of snow to play on. But Patriots lost to the Raiders in Week 1, which prevents that from happening. Prevents the Pats from getting the 1 seed, and then on, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, protecting the football will be crucial in this game going into the Super Bowl. If we make it there, it's going to be huge. We got to protect the ball. I want to talk about last week, Broncos versus Bills. Dalton Kincaid was open a lot. Denver could struggle against guarding tight ends. Kincaid and Knox combined at a target number of 11 targets, and Kincaid got a touchdown. And now Patriots have a great tight end duo too with Austin Hooper and Hunter Henry. Go utilize them. Utilize them for a chip block. Hunter Henry's not the greatest blocker. Just do a chip block. Anyone can do it. I don't think it's that. I'm not saying it's easy. I think it's just a quick chip and go to your route. Do that. Get Austin Hooper involved. He can block. Get 2 tight ends involved too. I think the Broncos might not respond great to 2 tight ends. We'll see. The Broncos defense also causes a lot of penalties. Like I mentioned earlier, I posted a comparison post between Surtain and Gonzalez earlier in the week, and let's get it up right now. Oh, I didn't include penalties, of course, but I think Surtain got it was something crazy in penalties. To Gonzo's 1. No, but they can penalize a lot, and that'll be something where we don't want to rely on penalties. But if they come to us, great. Refs are. I'm not gonna say they're a huge factor in this game, but they're a pretty big factor. Anyone in there right now? Call 617-446-3650 to get in. Call in the show and ask any questions or anything you'd like to say. Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs needs 35 receiving yards versus the Broncos to catch 1,000 career postseason receiving yards. Gronk and Edelman are the other 2 players to do this as a Patriot. So Diggs didn't do it all with the Patriots. Most of them was with the Bills, where the Patriots were on the field for those games too. Bills versus Pats playoff games. That was a big one. But, yeah. If he can get 35 yards, great. If not, let's just get the win and then 35 yards. He needs 11 receptions to crack the NFL top 10 all-time postseason list. By the way, while we're talking about Diggs' first game ever, first career game was in Denver. So he's back here. Andy Borregales nailed a 61-yarder in warm-ups today, and would have been good from 70. Great to see Borregales in his little element for his first AFC Championship game. I want to talk about the rookies: Travion Henderson, Will Campbell, Craig Woodson, Jared Wilson, Andy Borregales, Julian Ashby. I mean, these are all guys that are starting this game. These rookies, they're pressure. It's their first AFC Championship. For a lot of these guys, first AFC Championship, first playoff run for these rookies. So Craig Woodson has been a great draft pick all year. He's been I'd probably say a top 20 safety. No, that's a stretch. Let's see. What are these? Top 25. I'd give him top 25 safety of the year, and I'd give Jalen Hawkins top 10. Safeties have been great. Travion Henderson, rough start to the year, pretty good ending, and hasn't been too much in the playoffs. Hopefully we can change that up today. It'll be tough versus line, though, versus D-line, versus Denver D-line anyway. Andy Borregales, he's had a struggle. He struggled in the beginning of the year, has been great this back half of the season, going into the playoffs too. He's been great. Not too much worry when the game's on his foot. I wouldn't be too worried. But yeah, it's just great to know that it's great to be able to rely on a rookie kicker. And he's done a great job this season. Other rookies we can bring up: Elijah Ponder. He'll probably be playing a lot more this game with Harold Landry out. Offensively, on the left side of the line, I mean, Zach Allen and Nick Bonito versus Jared Wilson and Will Campbell is going to be a matchup. It's going to be tough. So I don't know how Drake Maye is going to have to keep that clock running in his head, that little clock that's just behind his head that tells him when to throw the ball. He's got to use that, because when he doesn't, he fumbles the ball, and that's how the Broncos score, is us giving up the offense, giving up points, giving up the opportunity for them to get points and giving the opportunity for the Denver to get points. That's just got to stop. We can't do it. And that starts by protecting his blind side. It's been a big thing all year. I mean, Campbell's done great this year. He's lived up to what I thought he would be. It's just these playoffs. It's the playoffs that matter. Let's see what else we got here. We're almost done here, so if anyone wants to call in, 617-446-3650 is the line. Make sure to call in if you'd like, and we'd love to hear from you. Sorry. All right. Let's go on break for a couple minutes, and we'll be back to finish recapping this game. We're back in. We're getting a call in here. What's up? Let's keep that one off. Yeah, let's not. Screw it. What do you want to say? Thank you. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little lower than that. I'm probably gonna go. Let's see, 17-24 Patriots. Yeah, he did. Do you think he is? You think Surtain's got it over him? Yeah. Oh, you think Surtain's better? Oh, good. All right. Okay. He said it. Patriots are back on top. We're gonna get the win today. And what's your name? Oh, I'm not I'm kidding. His name is Jason. Jason, thank you, thank you for calling in today. And any last words? Go Pats. Let's go. All right. See ya. All right. Well, Jason called in and he let us know that Pats are gonna win and Gonzo's a better corner. So that's gonna do it for us today. And we might get a post game show going. We might get a live post game show with call-ins available. So stay tuned for that. And for while we're off the podcast, make sure to follow on Instagram and Twitter on Patriot Focus. It's been great talking pregame with you guys. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you're following the PatriotCast on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, and Amazon Music and Twitter. And follow Patriot Focus on all your socials. And it was great talking today pregame, and we'll catch up on postgame. So go Pats, and let's get the win.